welcome back to my channel. I have been MIA for a while because school is stressing me out, working, school, all that stuff. So anyway, I know I've been neglecting, but I'm getting it together, so just bear with me. But anyway, I wanted to come on here and make a video about I've been hearing people ask me, like, why did I move to Texas? How did I move to Texas? How did I get here? How did I make it happen? Basically, I've been in Texas for 11 years. My daughter and I moved here. I came here with like $600-700 in my pocket. What made me move here is basically I was living in South Central. I was living off 84th and Hoover, for anyone who knows the LA area. I was born and raised out there. And I basically just wanted something different. So my family, you know, my allergies is acting up. My family is originally from Louisiana. So as a kid, I used to always come out here. We used to always road trip. And I had family who also lived in Grand Prairie, Arlington area. So I just always loved coming out here, and I loved, trying to center myself. I just love the idea of the trees, the nature. It was peaceful, you know, big houses. I just always remember these things as a kid. So when I was in LA, I never wanted to stay in LA. I just never saw myself living and dying in LA. Like, I always envisioned myself leaving. So I just pretty much, just different things were happening, and I'm a big believer in signs. Like, it was just one thing after the other, and I just couldn't visualize myself being there and being successful and being able to give my daughter a good life, you know? So I just one day woke up and just said, I'm out. I had a friend that moved here. She was living in Richardson at the time, and she said that we could come stay with her until, you know, I got on my feet, which ended up only being, what, 2 weeks? No, about a month. That's another story for another day. But with that said, that was like my out. So at the time I was working for Time Warner, and I just had an interview out here. They didn't hire me. So my friend had a position at her job, and I ended up flying out here for a day. And I ended up getting the interview. So when I moved here, technically, I had a job. The second interview, excuse me, the second interview, I Skyped with them. And they were like, well, how do we know you're really serious? I was like, look, just give me the start date. I'll be there. I will make a way. So they ended up giving me the job. So after that point, I ended up selling my furniture. I ended up giving everything away. You know, I just kind of announced it, like, I'm moving, I'm leaving, I'm out. You know, a lot of people doubted me. A lot of people thought that I wasn't gonna make it. Everyone was telling me, you'll be back, you know, you're crazy if you wanna leave. Like, why would you do that? Why would you wanna leave LA? Da, 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 da. But I had a vision, and my vision was, I want a house. I want property. I want to give my daughter a better life. I want to put her in good schools. Like, I want to get married. Like, I knew my husband was not in LA. I knew my husband was not in no LA. And, excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. Another reason why I haven't did anything. But I knew that I had to do something drastic in order to succeed. And the funny thing is, so I got up, I left. I gave away everything. I collected a couple of checks, and I left. Like, I went and stayed with a friend for a couple of weeks. I ended up staying with my mom for a couple of weeks, and after that, I was out. So it was me, my daughter, and my brother, who was 17 at the time, and we drove from LA all the way to Dallas, Texas. That's like a 29-hour drive. So when I got here, my family lived in Arlington area. So I was more familiar with that in Grand Prairie area, but my friend lived in Richardson. So I also had, my cousins lived in Plano at a time, so I knew Plano. I didn't know it by heart because obviously I hadn't been there since I was about 13, 14. No, I was about 17, and I was 26 when I moved. Literally 26 with a 6-year-old. So when I came here, you know, I was like, I thought I was going to hit the ground running. I'm from LA, honey. I'm fast paced. It wasn't nothing like that. It was very hard. It was not an easy transition. But I don't want to discourage anybody, because here's the thing. When you don't have any help and you don't have any support and you don't know what you're doing, I was literally blindly walking. And when it's a situation like that, it's not going to be easy. I have had people tell me, I want to move. Excuse me. I want to move, but I seen your situation, and because of that, that makes me not want to move it. But I'm like, your situation isn't going to be the same amount. Everybody's road traveled is different. So if you want to do something, if you're in a situation and you know that this situation isn't good for you, you're going to have to do something drastic. And I felt like in my situation, I saw no end. I saw, excuse me, see, my throat's getting dry. I saw no end road. And what was frustrating is I literally came here and was like, oh, the rent's cheaper. Yeah, but you gotta pay for water, trash, lights, all the things you have to pay for in LA. All in LA you had to pay for was lights. That's it. Here you gotta pay for everything. But it is different. There's no state tax. Everything is cheaper. Gas is cheaper. The people are nicer. Like, I will tell you, I've come in touch with some really good people here. Okay, I'm back, guys. I'm so sorry. Look, my throat has been really dry from this change of the weather. So I got some water. Anyway, so my journey here was not easy, but it was worth it. Like, yeah, I had to struggle. Yeah, I had to sacrifice. Yeah, I had to lose some friends. I was trying to make friends, losing friends, going through this, going through that. My parents passed in the midst of it. Like, it was so much stuff that kept happening. And I was like, I lost my job after 8 months of being here. And I had to go through the whole recession period. Remember when the recession happened in, what was it, 2011? That little period. I lost my job. I had to work at Macy's. I had to hustle. I had to do ins and outs just to survive because I got denied unemployment. Like, I wasn't used to none of this. So coming here, I had a whole different, I just thought I was gonna hit the ground running. And it did not end up like that. But what I will say is, if you wanna do something and you're so passionate and you just can't find your way, just keep pushing. Keep trying. Keep doing it, because I promise you, a way will provide itself. I ended up finding a job that I really could not grasp what it was. So they ended up letting me go, which I didn't care because I was on Facebook all day anyway. Did not care. So I ended up getting a job where I'm at now. And I'm at this job now. Last month made 10 years. I moved here at 26. I built my first house at 29 by myself. Single parent, no money down. Let me tell you, it's possible. Sometimes you have to go through the bad to get to the good. Sometimes you have to struggle. Sometimes you have to sacrifice. Sometimes you gotta be at your bottom, because you know what they say? When you're at your bottom, there's only one way up. Like, once you're at your lowest, where can you go? Up. So once I got situated, I'm gonna say I moved here I was 26. I turned 27 a month later. And, ooh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so it took me about 2 to 3 years before I got situated. That is not the normal. That is not the normal. I don't want anybody to think like, oh my God, I want to make a change, a transition, but I can't because I'm scared. Man, look, I'd rather try and fail than to never try. I would rather step out on faith than not to do it at all. I don't like living with my shoulda, coulda, wouldas. You know how they say, like, I shoulda did this, I coulda did this. No. Do it. I don't care if you got kids. I don't care if you're in a bad situation. Do it. Because 10 years from now, you're going to look back and wonder, what could have happened if I did that? What would have happened if I went this direction? And I can honestly tell you, like, it took a minute, but it was worth it. I love living in Dallas. It's so peaceful, The people are really nice. It's so clean. It's affordable. You know, it's fun. It's always something to do. The food here is amazing. That's why I can't get back to LA skinny Carlotta, because all I do is eat here. And there's always festivals. It's a great place to raise your children. It's a great place to grow a family. I love living here because whenever I travel, everywhere is a midpoint for me. LA's 3 hours, Miami's 3 hours, Jamaica's 3 hours, Puerto Rico's 5 hours, New York is 3 hours, San Francisco's 4 hours. Anywhere I go is a middle point. The weather is doable. Like, I have literally seen snow here maybe 4 or 5 times, but I've been here 10 years. It'll snow one day and it'll be melted 2 days later. Like, it's not Detroit kind of weather. Like, I can't do snow like that. I can't do real bad weather. I've never seen a tornado. Yeah, it rains here and there, but it's green here, so it's gonna rain. But even with that, it doesn't rain as much as it should. You have a lot of people who are moving here from all other places, so it's really booming, and now it's starting to get expensive. Like, Toyota moved here from LA, and so the funny thing is that people who knew me then, they're like, why would you move there? Ew, well, ain't nothing out there. Now they're like, oh, now I see, now I get it. And the thing is, nobody understood my vision. Nobody shared my vision. Nobody supported me. Nobody was like, you can do it. Literally, I had people being like, your ass will be back. You're not gonna make it. And see, my thing is, if you doubt me, that's like my ammunition for me to prove you wrong. Like, you telling me that I'm a fail? Oh, I'm gonna show you that I can do it. Like, I'm not a quitter. And yes, excuse me, there were many nights I cried. There was many nights I lost sleep. There was many nights I stressed. Like, there was nights where, you know what I'm saying, we ate noodles. We ate pancakes and bacon for dinner. But tell me, ain't that anywhere these days? I'd rather be eating cereal at night for dinner in my own house than to be eating steak and I'm renting in somebody else's apartment. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me start some equity. Like, let me show, if I want to cash out and sell this, I can come up on some, 30, 40, 50 racks easily. But the thing is that people don't share that vision. They don't share that mind frame. And the thing is like, now my daughter is almost 18 and I have her in a place where she can go to an HBCU. She can go, buy property if she wanted to. Whereas where I was in LA, I just wasn't able to do that. I just wasn't able to give her the life that I knew she deserved. And the thing is that I didn't have any support or help. So I made that change. I made that decision to make that drastic change. And the thing is, you can too. I don't ever want to discourage anybody. I'm here to tell you, if I can do it on $700 to my name, and now I'm on my second house. I had bought my first house. I built my first house at 29 and then built my second house at 35. You can do it. Dallas may not be the place for you. If anything, we're full. Don't come here. But there's so many other places that you can go and succeed, even if you didn't want to come here. You know what I'm saying? There's so many places. So I may do a couple more videos on my experience coming here because I feel like there's so much for me to share and tell and people always want to know. So I might just come on here and just start documenting, different things as they come to me to be able to give like some insight and advice and inspiration, because trust me, I have so many stories. Don't be letting these just recipes, making you think what it is. Like, I got knowledge and I got that game. But, I just want to let you know, like, that's the reason why I moved here. I moved here because I wanted better, period. I wanted better. And the family that I moved here to even be close to, we don't even talk. We don't even socialize. And that's okay. I have such a great group of friends here. I have my husband, I got my daughter, I got, the baby, you know what I'm saying? And we're good. I'm happy. I'm fulfilled, and I always think every time I go back to LA now, it's like now I enjoy going to LA because it's a tour. It's fun. I'm going to LA. I'm having fun. But when I come home, when I pull up to DFW or Love Field, I'm so at peace. I love being here. So I just wanted to give, anybody, or just tell y'all what time it is. Like, I just love being here. And Dallas, Texas. Texas is a great place to be. I mean, I know there's some stuff in the news lately, but there's stuff happening everywhere. If you want to make a change, you want to get up and go somewhere, don't let the news scare you. Like, live life. Make that decision and live your life. But I just want to come up in here, share that information. And I will be seeing Maleficent and doing a review on that. But I just wanted to come on here and share some information about why I moved to Dallas. So, all right. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below.